nothing more. To life, love, and loot.
Open it up for questions now. If you gentlemen would like to have a seat. Our thanks today to Yoshi Hasagawa from Octagon Sports, who is doubling as our interpreter. Dave Ginsburg, Associated Press.
Dan, where do you see him fitting into the rotation, and do you consider this quite a feather in your cap in terms of addressing starting pitching and international scouting as well?
Well, I think he'll be a good addition to our pitching staff. He did pitch over 200 innings last year. He pitched 185 in the regular season and 20 in the postseason. And he pitched a number of innings the year before. So, if we're going to improve our team, we need starting pitchers that win more games than they lose. And by adding Tsuyoshi to our team, I believe we are adding a veteran presence and a winning pitcher to help our team. So in Japan, they pitch. They get an additional day of rest. So the biggest adjustment I believe that he has is to the little shorter rest period here in the States.
Stain Charles, Press Box.
And when you say that, our scouts saw him, have you actually seen Tsuyoshi pitch?
I saw him on video.
Dan,
Peter Schmuck, Baltimore Sun.
And you now have about, I would say, 7 or 8 candidates for the starting rotation. How many do you want to have?
Well, in the words of the great Oriole manager Earl Weaver, we want to have deep depth. So we are going to add as many good starting pitchers as we can to improve our pitching. So how many would I like to have? I'd like to have as many good ones as we can get. But I think that Tsuyoshi is a very good addition to our ball club because of his experience and capability to win games.
Dan Connolly, Baltimore Sun.
For Tsuyoshi, there obviously were several teams that were interested in you as well. Why the Orioles? And did anybody sell this team to you?
そうですね。まず一番最初に、先発として、手を挙げていただいて、ですごい誠意を感じたので。
I really felt that the Orioles was the first team actually step up to make an offer and showing the desire to have him as the organization. So he really I really felt that the very appreciation of the toward the organization. That's part of the reason.
Rod Kabako, MASNsports.com.
What kind of adjustments, if any, would you expect to have to make coming to the majors?
アメリカに来るにあたってどういったその修正をしないといけないか、何かイメージとして。
まずはこのチームに、しっかりと馴染んでっていうか慣れて、で、そこから、はい、自分らしさを出していければ。
First of all, I really need to make adjustment in terms of the getting used to the culture here, and also this ball club, the Orioles ball club. So that's very first step that I think the to getting used to the culture here. Then go from there.
Brittany Giroli, Orioles.com.
This question is for Dan. Dan, you talked in your first press conference about being an international player and kind of ramping up the efforts. Are you pleased so far with what the organization is able to do? And a signing like this, could it be a springboard perhaps for future signings this winter?
Well, I hope it signals to our fans that we're going to be active in all the markets, not just internationally, but here locally. Certainly bringing a world-class pitcher to our team from Japan is a signal that we are active out there, and we're also trying to address our need to add starting pitching. So we've done both of those with this move.
Stan Charles, press box.
Yoshi, I was wondering how well you know Koji Uehara, and did he talk to you about, did you talk to him about Baltimore?
上原とは話をされました。
昨日、電話で話しました。
I talked to him on the phone yesterday, which is after I made a decision.
Dan Connolly, son.
Yoshi, Dan had mentioned that he's going to be pitching on every fifth day now instead of every sixth day. How difficult will that be for you, and do you see that as a real transition?
今まで週1回行ってたで投げてた、それがまあGMもおっしゃってたように、中4日で、それはどういう何か自分の中でイメージというか何が難しいいけるかどうか。
まあ初めてのことなので、まあ難しいかもしれないですけども、まあそのためにまあ2年3年前から、ここに来ることを意識して、トレーニングを積んでたので、はい、大丈夫だと思います。
I've been working for the last 3 years, that aiming to play for Major League Baseball in every fifth day. So while I was in Japan, I was very preparing for that. So now this is a time where I have to make adjustment, but I do have some image of being able to make adjustment for pitching every fifth day.
Peter Schmuck, son.
Yoshi, he said earlier that he dreamed about pitching in the major leagues since college. At that time, was there a team he followed and was dreaming about playing for?
大学の時からメジャー憧れてた。何かその時にファンだったチームとか選手とか何かきっかけがあったんですか？
まあファンというよりもこの、まあ、メジャーリーグのこの雰囲気に憧れたというか、この中で、まあ日本にはない、雰囲気なのでここで投げてみたいっていう気持ちが、はい。
At that time, I didn't have any particular team to follow or any player to follow, but simply I really wanted to play the atmosphere of the ballpark. I really like it, and that's the reason why I was dreaming to play in the Major League Baseball.
The Yankees don't get 3 runs before the game starts.
Goodbye, home run!
The Red Sox don't get 3 runs.
The Orioles have won it!
Money doesn't play, players play.
Way back into left field.
Focus on the game between the lines.
And this one's in the book.
Play smart, play hard.
A free RBI shot.
Do that, and you can play with anybody.
Every play, every game. Orioles baseball on Masson. Be there.